Hi, so I'm Faraaz. I'm the partner, now master licensee partner for Best.Energy in Kenya, focusing on the Kenyan market. Yeah, been a partner for 4 years and going into our fifth year of operations as a partner and absolutely loving the business. And we're now getting to the point where we've finally got our feet settled. So it's really fun now. So yeah, last year we got awarded as the best global partner. And yeah, we're now having to defend that. And so, but it's good. It's good to get recognized and rewarded for, the work that has been done, but we feel like we're still scratching the surface. So my background prior to becoming a partner was very much, being entrepreneurial, really focusing on the business side of things. I really enjoy, commercial side of business. I am an electrical engineer by trade, so I do have a good understanding about the business, and having a passion for energy and energy efficiency and energy management does help. And so it just ties everything together, and I really am an advocate for this kind of business, sustainability, climate action. But it's actually the commercial side which is really exciting. One of the things that I really enjoy is setting up businesses from seed to getting it into some sort of series or growth stage. And this is very much that business. I think what attracted me the most to being a Best.Energy partner and looking at this business as something that is going to be sort of a lifestyle business and something that means a lot to me, it was really the messaging and the narrative. So I think it was the optics that really hooked me in. And then the more I got to know the team behind it, the more I fell in love with the business even more. So huge amounts of support, super great team in terms of being able to really grow within the network. And then the partners have been amazing, shared stories and understandings and experiences. And so it really does feel like just one big family. There is always doubt when you're going into business. I did have some reservations. You always do when you're doing some sort of calculated risk. But it didn't feel like a calculated risk at the time because of all the support. There was a lot of support from the core team and the core leadership team. And also, we're in a market where Best.Energy wanted to explore that market, and that was made very clear. So there was always going to be a focus in that area. So it really sort of fell hand in hand. There was like a very strong holding of hands there. So very calculated risk. So as much as there were doubts, it felt very safe. So what excites me about the energy efficiency industry is there's still so much. There's so much to explore. There is such a vast amount of things and spaces and sectors to look at when it comes to energy efficiency. But the data, for me, is the most exciting part. And bridging sort of that data, insight, knowledge, wisdom gap is very exciting for me. So I really like that part of it. I come from, like I said, a little bit of an engineering background where data was something that has always excited me, will always excite me, and I love that part of the business. So the sectors that I primarily target, and we as a team in our region, is hospitality. Hospitality and tourism is a big thing for us in Kenya. So, and across the region. And it's also a beautiful ecosystem when it comes to hospitality. You have huge amounts of energy waste per square foot in departments or areas like kitchen and laundry and ventilation. And all of these things have to work together to provide a really good service when it comes to hospitality. And it's not always looked at from an energy perspective or from an energy waste perspective, but always about a delivery of customer satisfaction. And we want to be that part that looks at the sustainable side. How do you make it sustainable, yet still deliver really high customer satisfaction when it comes to hospitality? So we really like playing that part, and we found that that's our niche. And that's what's really fun. Yeah, so when we first started, we were a core team of two, so a small team, but really focusing on the sales side of the business, so business development, and really getting the narrative and the concepts out into the market, getting a feeler for the market. So really understanding, is there a need for energy efficiency? Is it something that we're just passionate about, but the market doesn't need it or want it? We found out very quickly that there is a desperate need for energy efficiency when it comes to cost savings. But actually, there was multiple layers behind energy efficiency that businesses wanted. Businesses want to be more optimized, and business optimization was the thing that we saw. So it really started from business development. So our core staffing started with sales and business development, and then building in other functions. But project management was the next function straight after that. Yeah, so the team has grown over the last 4 years. We're 26 in total now, so we have a big team now and getting bigger. But it is split very clearly into three segments. So we have a very now strong business development and sales and strategy department and clear structure in that side of the business. That will always be the starting point, revenue generation and growth. But we do have a very strong operational part of the business where we have project managers, ESO officers, VEM analysts, and so we have the data side going to the engineering and energy management side. And then we have a finance arm that we've now introduced into the business as we grow and scale. Cash flow is a critical thing for us to get from sort of Series A to Series B in this business life cycle. And we really want to scale this business and be in it for a long time. So we do need that finance part now. Yeah, so my flagships or my highlights and key takeaways all align with the first few projects that we did, and we still have those clients today. We've actually renewed EMASs from our first original batch of EMASs that we signed, which is showing that there is lifetime success there for the customer. There is really beautiful synergies that have been built. So Movenpick Hotel will always be a key one for me. It was the first case study we worked on and we shot, and we've still had massive success in that project till today, where we're still discovering energy waste on the site 4 years later. Just because how you use energy today doesn't mean you'll use it the same way tomorrow. They're constantly changing and constantly growing as a business and a brand, and we're their energy partners along that journey, and we've embedded ourselves in their team. Over the last few years, we've built an energy council within their team, and we now have energy champions who are, working hand in hand with our core team to deliver energy efficiency every single day. Yeah, so our second sort of flagship project is a big one. It's our largest install to date, and I think it'll be hard to compete with this one. It's a 50 Eniscope installation in a steel plant with over 472 metered and monitored lines, three-phase lines. And we're a year into that project. And yeah, again, a massive ecosystem when it comes to steel manufacturing. And it's taught us a lot about the steel process and all the different components and sections that go into the steel making process. And we're still, again, on this process of discovery and learning. And we're learning with the client as the data streams in. There's always challenges when you're first starting off. And there's always challenges in the sales process, and the sales process is always changing. So we still see those same challenges today. There's still the trust side. Are you guys able to deliver what you say you will deliver? There is also the, first of all, getting to the client. What does getting into a good lead scenario look like, where you are getting appointments and you are meeting clients? We started with our circle of influence, so it was getting in front of clients that we knew through people or were referred to. But also from warmish or cold leads to getting to hot leads right at the start was all about building trust and getting in front of them, whether it's on phone or on email, but the constant communication really helped bridge those gaps. So the challenge was just putting the time and the effort into lead generation. The primary motivator for our clients has kind of been the same throughout the last 4 years, which has been great, which has been the need for support when it comes to energy management and visibility. So one of the things that we get asked a lot is, are you going to help us with visibility? Which is something quite interesting to us because that's the story we constantly tell. And it is about, sort of Best.Energy has created a narrative around the greatest story never told. But once we start telling that story, the clients really touch on, are you going to help us truly with that visibility piece? So clients are very interested in wanting to see their energy spend and their energy waste. And so that's always the first thing that sort of leads us down the journey. The Best.Energy process has been amazing, actually, and it continues to improve. So we follow the process very closely. Even now, 4 years later, we are still working on with the process and enhancing the process our way. But the core fundamentals of the process are remaining the same. It is structured very simply, so it's very easy to follow, and the support network that has been set up is an archive of all the information that you need to actually just get running. So we've still till today we use it every day, and we will continue to do so and add to it. We're lucky enough to now be able to add our own experiences into that support channel and hopefully help other partners and new partners. Being part of the Best.Energy network has been amazing. And I think that for me has been the biggest win, is finding a business that really suits our lifestyle, our values and our culture, and being part of this big family that's all driving the same messaging and the same impact and wanting to make a difference through a business. And so for us, the partner network is everything. We communicate, we share experiences, we learn from each other, and we push each other forward. So for me, the partner network is hugely important. So the products that have been developed are fantastic. The products are just a no-brainer, really. With Aniscope, we're getting in-depth granular data. The IoT products and the IoT suite, all the Air devices have worked like a charm. Our team love the products. So it is a go-to product. And from our market, we're seeing that the feedback we're getting is it's a go-to product. And so it's really easy to build a business around the product when you don't have to worry about, relying on a subpar product. This is top of the notch. I don't think anything compares. And so really easy to build a business around these products. So I think where the improvements are coming in the business and where Best.Energy from a total network can improve on is just to continue building the network. The more partners that join the network, the more information and knowledge we all gain, and we can all fight the same fight with a much bigger army. And so, climate change is something that's happening every minute, every day. And the more we have on our side and doing the right thing, the easier it is going to get for everyone. So definitely growing the partner network for us is also very much part of what we want to help with. So if you are sat there and considering becoming a Best.Energy partner, I would highly, highly recommend it, knowing that you've got the full backing of not only the core team at Best.Energy Global, but you have got the full support of the entire Best.Energy network and the masterminds within that network. So you are very much going down the right route when it comes to wanting to jump into a business or kickstart a business and run from seed or setup all the way through to Series A quite quickly.